We are dangerously close to an Article 5 convention becoming a reality, and once it happens, there'll be no putting the genie back in the bottle.
An Article 5 convention is a dangerous path that puts all of our rights and freedoms at risk. All of our rights are on the line. Everything from our voting rights to our environmental protections and even our reproductive rights.
Our consumer rights protections, our right to privacy, freedom of speech.
Everything is left at stake.
Under Article 5, there are two ways to amend the Constitution. The first way is the way we have, as a country, amended the Constitution 27 times, and that is for Congress to propose an amendment, pass it by a supermajority, and send it to the states to ratify. The second way is an uncharted path, and that is for states to pass resolutions to call for an Article 5 convention.
Just 2/3 of the states, or 34 in total, are needed to call a convention. After that point, Congress has to call a convention. Article 5 of the Constitution sets no rules and no guidelines for how to conduct a constitutional convention. We don't know how delegates would be selected or what they would discuss. We don't know how they vote, rules on quorum. We don't know who would decide disputes.
We're only a handful of states away from a convention, but regardless, it's a dangerous proposition for our democracy.
The same people rigging our elections can come in and rig an Article 5 convention as well.
For them, the goal is to maximize their profits while gutting the federal government's ability to safeguard consumer rights, workers' rights, and environmental protections.
Supporters of an Article 5 convention keep insisting that it can be limited to one issue, but they never say by who. There's nothing in the Constitution that limits a convention once it gets started. Once an Article 5 convention is convened, everything in our Constitution is up for grabs. Everything that makes this country special would be threatened in an Article 5 convention.
A runaway convention is completely dangerous because what it does is it usurps the process that we've normally taken to amend the Constitution. Everyday people really need to care and pay attention about what's happening in our country, but most certainly around a constitutional convention, because it could fundamentally change who we are as a nation.
The fight over calling a constitutional convention is not a fight about a single amendment. It is a fight about the foundational document of our country.
Elites have too much power in this country. That's absolutely true. An Article 5 convention, however, would make it even worse. Elites would control the selection of the delegates, the agenda of the delegates, and the content of the new Constitution. We can't afford to give them even more power.
There's too much at stake. We can't afford to sit out on the sidelines anymore. Our rights are literally at risk.
We need your help. This is the most dangerous threat to our democracy that most people know nothing about. Please share this video and take action at defendourconstitution.org.